Today on Startup Chuck, we are in the kitchen and we're going to be trying something neat. We are going to be taking 2 filet mignon steaks and we are going to be wrapping them in paper towels, putting them in Tupperware, and then we're going to have a control sitting out on the counter. And we're going to see which one does a better job in drying out the surface of the steak so that when we grill it, improves the texture. So, in theory, 500 G's of force inside the washing machine should be a lot to dry up this steak, but hey, science, let's test it out. All right. Let's go. Anything you put in a centrifuge or a spin cycle, you need to make sure that it is balanced. So we're going to weigh this steak, tear this, and it is 396 grams. So we're going to match that by pouring an equal amount of water into it. So let's get some water. Cool science facts. Every milliliter of water is a gram. So if it's a 70-gram container, we probably need, about 300 plus grams of water, or milliliters of water. Let's check this out. A little bit more. Yeah, close enough. 400, 396, 398. What's crazy is I eyeballed how much I thought I needed without weighing anything, and I was almost dead on. That's amazing. I have in here the steak. It's taped down with gaffer tape, so it's not going to hopefully move too much. I've got its equal proportion of water. They are directly opposite each other inside the big washing machine drum, I guess. And we're going to set the washer into spin cycle and get this thing going. Extra high, baby. Woo! Look at it go. The spin cycle is now spinning, but I'm going to be right here monitoring it because there's a lot of weight inside of each of those plastic containers. I'm not worried about the steak, but the water. If that plastic container cracks, that massive amount of imbalance could just catastrophically destroy the bearing in this dryer, and I don't want that to happen, so I'm going to have my finger on the button to shut it down right away if it does. So either way, I'm going to keep a hawk eye on this thing, and hopefully it'll make it through the whole spin cycle. We'll see. This thing finished its cycle. Let's see what happened. Nothing happened to the water, so that's great. And to the steak. Don't see anything. Oh, definitely got wet on the bottom. So let's check it out. Okay. Woo, it's almost dry to the touch on the top. That's interesting. Survey says, seems like it dried it pretty well. Ooh, definitely might have tenderized it. We will have to season it and compare it to our one that we tried press dried. Okay. So we're going to wrap this bad boy up just like the other one and see if we can't dry it out. It's the old press method. Whole bunch of paper towels. And you put another cutting board on top. And then we're gonna stick some weight on here, and then we're gonna wait for a few hours. And the pressure will press it down, and it'll get all the juice to flow out into the paper towel. We'll see how it works. So it's Halloween time, so the perfect weight just so happens to be a pumpkin. Here we've got on the left, high G centrifuged beef, and on the right, regular dried beef. Now it's not like any special drying method, it's not aged or anything, but we're gonna put them on the grill and we're gonna see what happens. Fast spun beef, sitting beef. Is that ground beef? No, that's only if the legs are missing. All right, I don't really see any differences between the two. At least nothing visually. All right, Max. Here you have A and B testing. Which one do you like better? The one on the left or the one on the right?
Like left, right?
Point.
Okay. So, this is pretty good.
Okay. What about the other one? Is there such a thing as a sommelier for beef? Like a beef expert? A beef spurt?
The one on the left, this one is definitely tastier.
Really? Why?
I think, like, the firmness makes it, like, easier to, like, chew through it, and, like, the outside tastes better. The outside was a lot better than, like, the other ones.
All right. Well, you're our beef sommelier, so I'll have to agree that 2 out of 2 of us agree.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so how did the testing go? Well, everybody liked the high G steak, but we all agreed that it was probably due to the cut and not necessarily due to anything that we did to it. So I'd say that the experiment was a bit of a wash. Got to eat some delicious steak, so that's a win. But in terms of, making it more delicious by having it exposed to tons of pressure, not so much. Didn't seem like it collected any more liquid off of it either than just sticking it in a bunch of paper towels and putting some pressure with some books on top. So, oh well, it was fun, worth trying. I will say, by weighing the ballast I needed on the washing machine relative to the steak, that is the smoothest that my washing machine has ever spun, because it just was super smooth and super equally balanced and was super quiet. So that was kind of neat to hear the spin cycle being so quiet as opposed to shaking like it does with laundry. Hope you liked the episode. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time for something else that's fun. Thanks.